Today, you're going to get back your mountains that you drew last class. Then you need to get a messy paper off of the supply table, a paintbrush. I do have two different sizes up there, so if you have some little triangles that you need to paint, then you might want to grab a little one as well. Otherwise, you can probably just stick to the large one. And that should be all that you need off the supplies table. Please make sure to put on a paint shirt too if you think you need it. This paint can be kind of messy sometimes. And we're going to be working with temper cakes today. Remember that temper cakes, you need to get really nice and wet with a brush, kind of like using a watercolor. So I'm going to dip my paintbrush in my water, and I'm going to gently rub that temper cake. We saw that with Alexander Calder's work, he only used the primary colors, so we're actually going to stick to those today. And remember, the primary colors are used to make all the other colors that we know. All right, you can't mix two colors together and make a primary color. They make up all the others. So after I have some of the primary color on my paintbrush, I can go ahead and paint. You might have to get some more paint on your brush. That's fine. Remember that you'll probably have to get your brush wet again to do that. When you're painting these, you're going to paint one side of them, all right? So you can see that for this big triangle, I painted the left part of it, and I'm going to leave this spot white. So that means when I paint all the others, I'm only going to paint that part of it. So this big triangle right here, I'm going to paint this left side. This little triangle right here, I'm going to paint the left side. This triangle up here, I'm going to paint the left side. You don't have to do the left side. You could do the right side if you want. But I'm going to stick to the left. Remember that when you're painting, always use the toes of your brush. That means just the bristles or the hair should be touching the paper. I'm not scrubbing it. I'm gently painting. That means dragging the paintbrush down, or you can kind of go back and forth like this. I'm not going side to side though. I see a lot of people liking to paint like this. That's not using our brush very well. So going back and forth if I need to, not side to side. And I'm going to use up my last primary color, which is yellow. So you need to finish painting all of your mountains, remembering to only paint half of each one, either the right or the left. That's up to you. When you are this far for the day, please make sure to put them at the bottom of the drying rack. Notice that I only did half of each triangle, all right? And I always stuck to the same side. Don't forget that. We're only using the primary colors today too. So that's red, yellow, blue. These go at the very bottom of the drying rack. Put your paintbrushes in the dirty brush bin, and then you are welcome to do one of your choices.